Hi everybody and welcome back to some more racing here on this channel. Now in today's episode we're back on Ducati 90th anniversary and we're going to be testing out two more legendary Ducatis. Now we're going to be testing two bikes from two different eras, one from the 70s and one from the 2000s era. So the first bike we're going to try is in the 70s and it's a bike that we're going to race around Road America. And it's the Paul Smart 750 Imola. Now, there's two versions of this bike. There's a 750 SS version, but we're going to concentrate on the Paul Smart's version. Now, we're going to be doing two Paul Smart's bikes in this episode, but the other one's going to be from the 2000s era, and I think it's a road bike. So that's what we're going to do in today's episode. We're going to race this around Road America, test it out. I mean, have a look at this thing. I mean, they didn't have much graphics on the bikes in those days, but hopefully it's a good fun to ride. Let's get straight into it, guys. Right, let's just double check the options and just make sure everything's switched off. Well, we're not going to need anti-wheelie or anything like this. This bike has only got 80 brake horsepower, but it's a 750 engine. I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite quick and have a little bit of grunt from the start. I think the speed's going to probably be about 120, 130 top end, something like that. And off we go. I see, oh god, it's got a little bit of punch, so the wheel wanted to go up off the mark, and we're off. Now, there's two different versions in this race. Obviously, there's the 750 SS version, but that's not going to be as quick as this version, because it was slightly less powerful. And the four bikes in front of us are the same one as us. Let's just get used to this as we go into that first corner. A little bit wide. Let's just try and get a bit of traction around that corner and just try and chase down the four in front. Now, this Road America circuit is not the full version, so we have to just get a lap in and just check how this one goes, because there's quite different variations of this circuit on the game, I've noticed. I mean, they have added a few upgraded versions of certain tracks on the game. It's about all they've really added to the game. I mean, everyone's probably waiting for Ride 2. I'm definitely waiting for Ride 2, so that's going to be on this channel. Absolutely loads of it, as I loved the first ride, but that's hope they've improved the physics and the graphics, and loads of more game modes would really be a good thing. Oh god, a little bit of wheel lifting up there over that section. We're really trying to generate some pace, but I've got to be careful because I don't want to crash out. So they're really starting to bomb away. I need to start settling down early here. We've managed just to pull away from the group behind us, but the group in front of us are just trying to get away here. Let's try to get a little bit more speed into the corners. It's not the quickest accelerating bike, but let's see what it can do top end wise once we get onto a long straight. Oh god, just trying to get a nice smooth run around this corner. It doesn't handle too bad on default settings for an old bike. Right, let's get a little bit of pace. Which section is this going to go? Oh no, see, it's the different section. Now the other full section turns to the left there. This one's going to just go straight to the right. Get a nice speed through that corner. Right, let's really open the throttle. See how fast. So we're up to about 125. Can we push it, push it, push it? Also, it's almost 130 miles an hour. So it's not like really quick, but that's probably fast for a race bike in the 1970s. Let's see if we can just catch up with them coming towards the end of this first lap. And I've had some really good fun on this game. I mean, a lot of people said, oh, they want to just wait for Ride 2, but I'd already decided that I was going to get it, so I thought I'd get it. I mean, they've got 39 bikes to try out. We haven't tried them all out yet. We definitely will go through them. Let me know in the comments below if there's any particular bikes you want to see. I mean, we've got loads of the older bikes to try out. We've tried some of the faster bikes out. We've done the big GP bikes and that. There's still loads of races to do on them as well. So we're definitely going to try and get some of them done. I want to platinum the game if I can, complete everything. And let's try and get a bit more speed for that corner. Now we know what the circuit's like and what this bike's capable of. Let's start pushing it into the corners. We want to chase down those four bikes in front of us. So at the moment we're just lagging in fifth. Oh god, again we went into there a little bit too hot. You don't need to go in those corners as fast as that. You can slow it down and get a better drive out the corners. That's what we need to do. Let's see if we can just catch up. We can't even get in their slipstream at this rate. But we've got looks like we've got over a 4 second gap from the bikes behind, so we're definitely doing better than the rest of the pack in this race, but just not keeping up with these four. Let's try and get a better line into that corner, and that's much better. Nice, decent line, and got a good drive out there. Right, they've got to try and hold the front wheel down over here. Yeah, that's much better. Held it down that time. You've got to be careful when you go over that section on the more powerful bikes. It literally flips you off sometimes. Right, let's just try and get a better line into this corner. We are starting to close that gap down slightly. And again, they've pulled away. What the hell's going on? They're not, so they're on the same bikes because they can't be any quicker. Right, let's get a nice turn into there. Now that's much quicker through there. Well, we've definitely caught up with them slightly there. See if we can we just need to latch onto that bike in front of us and get a bit of slipstream. We're definitely maintaining that gap though, but we're not really catching up with these four. We need to get a bit more speed. Now that was a bit better through there. Held the speed a little bit more. Right, let's really try and generate a bit more pace through this next corner. Hold it. Oh, that was much better. Definitely went through there quicker than that other bike, and we went straight past that, and we're up to P4. Let's see if we can latch onto these three coming towards the end of this circuit and at the end of the second lap. Slow it down. Take a better line. Yeah, that's not too bad. Nice drive up the hill. Come on, we should be able to catch him coming towards the end of this lap if we can get another good corner here. Nice and tight, nice drive. That's not bad again. We really are starting to put the pressure on now, coming towards the final lap of this race. Let's see if we can push it a little bit more and try and get a victory. Now that's getting their slipstream on this straight. Let's really open the throttle and see what this thing's capable. We've almost done 130 on it. Let's see if we can better that here. Getting right in their slipstream. Up to 120 over the finish line. Come on, we can do a little bit more. Coming up to 130, and we hit 131. So we hit 131. Now that's not bad, and we've really caught up as well. So we're right behind them now, right in their slipstream. Now hopefully we should have an opportunity to get past them if we can just maintain this into this corner, slow it down. Oh god, a bit of contact there, but that doesn't matter. We managed to get past one of them, so we're up to P3 now. Right behind them. We should be able to get a good drag down this section here and hopefully get past them before we get to the bottom of the hill. Can we just slightly get past them? Yes, use the slipstream, and that sent us straight past them, and got up to 134 miles an hour as we get to the bottom of the hill. Let's see if we can get a nice turn in. Oh god, that was almost perfect there, and a nice drive. And hopefully we should be able to hold this lead as long as we don't make any mistakes. A nice turn into this corner. They're quite close behind us. Oh, that was almost perfect. Right round the apex there. Getting a nice drive. Let's get right up to almost 100 up to that section. And let's open the throttle again up to 100 again before we start turning into this next corner. Let's try and take a nice line again. Oh god, a little bit too tight there. Got into the grass there. Maybe I took that a bit tight, and they're fighting back because I lost a bit of speed through that corner. Let's just try and hold it around this. They're right behind me. Let's try not to make any more mistakes. I don't need to, as long as I just try and maintain the speed, we should be able to hold this and get the victory. But this bike's been really good fun to have a go on. I think on some of the shorter circuits this would be pretty good fun as well. And on the Road America circuit, it's got a lot of straights, so it's probably better for the faster bikes with the higher top ends. This one hasn't got an amazing top end. It's fast enough to have some good fun on. Let's see if we can slow it down into this corner. Nice tight line again, and a good drive. I think we should be okay now. I think, yes, we just pulled away slightly, and this hasn't been a bad race actually. See if we get a nice line up the hill. Actually, I prefer this version to the other version of this circuit. We have to slow down into that really tight chicane. That can be really tricky on all bikes, but we haven't had to put up with that on this version of the track, and we should be able to take the victory now. Awesome. So that's the first vehicle we've tried out in today's episode, and now we're going to try out another Paul Smart's bike, but slightly more powerful. I think we're going to go, I think the next one's an 1000cc bike, and it's a road bike as well. So we're going to just get to the end of this, and then we're going to jump straight into that, and we're going to be on a different sort of circuit as well. This one's on a GP circuit. The next one, because it's a road bike, it's going to be around a road circuit. So that's what's coming up next, guys. And let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right guys, next up is in the 2000 era, and the bike we're going to try out is going to be around the French Riviera. Yeah, it is this one. and it's another Paul Smart's bike, but this is a 1000cc 2008 road bike. Now this thing is huge. It looks really big and heavy. It's got slightly more brake horsepower than the race bike, but I'm not sure if this is going to be quicker. I mean, it's a road bike, and it just looks like it carries a lot of weight. So we're going to race this around the French Riviera, which is a very difficult road circuit, but really good fun to test out these sort of bikes. So this is a B naked category bike. So let's get straight to this and hopefully have another good race. So here we go. Right, so here we go with the second race in today's episode, but now on a 1000cc road bike. And I like the fact that they changed the gear on the rider as well for the type of bike you're on. I think that's cool. Right, let's see if we can get a good start. Let's see if this wheelies up from the start, and full throttle. Oh, it did want to lift a bit. Now this is a slightly heavier bike. It has got more brake horsepower than the race bike, but I'm not sure if this is going to be any quicker. So we're up to over 100 miles an hour. Let's see if we can get a good start. Now this has got some tricky, tight sections on it on this road circuit, so we're not sure how this heavy 1000cc bike is going to handle them, but hopefully... Oh God, that bike went on the curb there and managed to stay on. Miller almost lost it then. I've done that a couple of times around this circuit. You've got to be really careful. You've got to stay off the curbs and get a nice tight in there. I don't think this one's going to be as quick. I think it's going to probably max out at about just over 120. We're up to 6th gear, almost into the red line, and it was only up to about 120, so this definitely isn't going to be very quick in a straight line. The acceleration isn't too bad. I don't think it's as fast as that 750 race bike that we tested out first of all, but we should still have some good fun on this. Let's see if we can at least try and win the race. But we haven't had the best start. We're only in P7 at the moment, and there's some tricky turns coming up, and that's where I'm probably going to struggle. We just need to try and take it easy and gentle around these corners. Hopefully we don't over gas it so it just chucks us off. Right, let's try and take a nice line through here, slow it down, turn it in. Well, it doesn't turn, it turns in quite well actually, considering. I mean, like I said, we don't alter the settings on these bikes at all, so this is how it's set up. See if we can get a nice turn into this right-hander, try and get some... Oh God, I almost overdone it then as I accelerated, but managed just to control that. Right, let's try and get past this rider before we get into this next corner. Let's try and take a line. Oh God, almost contact there, slow it down. Now these are really tricky. You have to get them right at the right speed. Oh God, it's really thrown us out there. It's probably going to take us a lap just to get used to it. This turns in quite well. I'm quite impressed considering it looks a very heavy bike. And a nice turn in there, and oh God, almost overdone it there. See what I mean? You've got to be really careful. You don't overdo it. Right, we really need to try and get in the slipstream as we go along this straight and see if we can catch up. We're in 6th position at the moment, which isn't too bad. See if we can just push it a little bit more. There's a really tough right-hander coming up. Slow it down, turn it in, and we've managed to go through there a little bit quicker than a couple of the others, and that's managed us to just catch up slightly. Right, getting the slipstream again, because that's very important on this bike, because it definitely doesn't possess a huge amount of speed on the straights. And see, oh God, we lost a little bit of time there as they just pulled away slightly right in the slipstream. So let's see how fast we can get this time to up to 123, 124. As we take the corner, to slightly slow down, don't want to overdo it. And that's really cost us. We could have gone through there at full pace. I think, let's see if we can hold the speed around this corner, 121. So we're opening the throttle fully, and it was only doing about 121, 122 around that corner. And hopefully we can do that again around this corner, because we're starting to lose pace with the 5 bikes in front of us. We need to start to improve on this lap if we want to win this race. Right, let's see if we can just go through this next corner a little bit quicker and just close that gap down slightly. Let's get a nice turn into this. That's not bad. Now let's slowly accelerate out. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not as quick off the mark as that race bike that we tested first of all at the start of the video. It's definitely not as quick. So sometimes road bikes, well, they're not designed, this one's definitely not designed for high speed, but it's still good fun. It's good to rag around a road circuit like this. I mean, I'd love to try my bike around this circuit, I tell you, but I'd probably end up killing myself, I tell you. I mean, some of these straights, I think I'd probably be able to get probably over 180 plus on my bike down them. Right, let's see if we can get into this next corner. Oh god, turn it in, turn it in, turn it in, and accelerate. So we managed to gain a few more places in that corner, so up to P4. Can we push it that little bit more? We might be able to get past a couple more riders before we get to the final lap. If we can get a bit more speed through these corners, you've just got to time it right as you flip over. That's much smoother. Just trying to copy the AI through there. Same line. Oh god, a little bit of contact. Didn't mean to do that. Need to slow it down into that corner a little bit. And again through here, let's try and take the same sort of lines they're taking. They seem to go through there really quick. See, I just kicked out there as I tried to flip it over, and again just try and generate a little bit of pace and accelerate. So we got through there a lot quicker than we did last time. Right, we're right in the slipstream of this bike that's in P3. Let's see if we can get past him down the bottom of the hill. Let's get a bit of drag. I think we might definitely get a bit of slipstream there. Can we get past him here? No, he's taking a really tight line. Let's see if we can go on the outside. Oh god, just clipped his back wheel again. That almost threw me off. I was lucky there. And let's see if we can get past him. Look, we definitely don't, look, no pace at all. When you haven't got a bit of slipstream and you're on the straight of the others, you just don't gain no time at all. Look, both got full throttle and I'm not gaining anything. So it's just cornering and slipstream is where you're going to find the time. Now the two riders in front have just pulled away slightly. We need to get through these corners a little bit quicker. Oh god, I've lost third position as well around that corner. Slowed down a little bit too much. See if we can get a bit of slipstream as we come through that corner. Yep, that worked. And we got up to almost 125 there. And we've managed to get back into P3. And again, he's got in my slipstream. So this might be a battle for third at this rate. Just the battle of the slipstreams. And again, he's getting in my slipstream. Is he going to try and get past me in before we get to this corner? I think he's going to, and we're slightly slow at that split time. So, so far on this lap, we're actually running behind the speed we were doing in the previous lap. Right, get a nice tight line through there. And like I said, that's where you're going to gain a lot of time. And we've definitely pulled away from the bike behind us. So that definitely improved. Now we need to go through this next corner a little bit quicker as well. We really need to start taking a few more risks, I think. Otherwise, we're going to finish third in the straight. Oh, that was much better through there. A much greater speed. And that's brought us to their slipstream. I can just start slipstreaming them now in a decent distance. We can get closer to them before we get to this corner. Yes, we're going to. Let's try and take a little bit more speed and not to overdo it. Just gently accelerate as we go around the corner. And that's brought us right behind him. That was perfect. This is what we need. And that was faster at that split point. So we've gained a bit of time. Let's see if we can get up the inside. Take a risk. Oh, God, can I pull it off? Yes, I managed to do it. It was a clean pass with no contact. That was awesome. Now I've got to lead all the way through this section and try not to get knocked off. Let's see if we can get a better line through here. We've got to be aware they take a certain line. So if I don't go on that line, they might come straight in our inside and take us off. Gently around that corner. They're quite close. Oh, God, I almost saw him just behind me there. Just got to be careful into this next corner. I've been knocked off around this. Oh, God, there you go. I thought that might happen, but luckily I didn't come off there. Just try and just take this next corner. Hopefully they don't do it again. Oh, gate, he was close there again. Please don't knock me off, you pain in the butt. And we get to the straight. We've managed to just get through there. God, that was close. Twice he almost took me off. Sometimes that's why I don't like to lead through that section, because sometimes it's safer just to follow them and then take them on the straights and get a nice line through that corner. Hopefully they won't get in our slipstream. We're definitely running slightly slower at the last split point. Can we improve coming towards the end of the circuit? Oh, this is going to be close. They're going to try and get right behind me and try and take me on the line. I've been taken on the line on this circuit a couple of times in a few races. Hopefully we should be okay coming to the finish line. Yes, I think we're going to do it. And there you go, guys. We get another victory. Oh, God, that was lucky. I didn't think I was going to do it at some point through there, but I managed just to hold strong and we get another victory. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you soon for some more racing here on KPG-GOONER Racing Channel. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye, guys.